vlog.
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Sorry for pulling up late, but let's get straight to it, man. That was a hurtful loss tonight. Very hurtful. And for good reason, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was a very winnable game. It was hurtful because Nick Claxton got kicked out, and I feel like Embiid should have got kicked out. Harden got kicked out, but I feel like the refs was making up for not kicking out Embiid. Ultimately, man, we didn't know what to do down the stretch, and it showed. And I'm not satisfied with Cam Thomas minutes, man. That shit was terrible, bro. You gave him what? What did you do? You gave him what? You thought that was what did he do? He had 11 minutes, 6 points. Bro, you don't put him back in the game? Well, over Joe Harris, and I seen what he did. Those 4 minutes hurt us. It was a close game the entire time, and Joe Harris missed 3 open 3-pointers in the playoffs like he usually do, and it's hurtful to see because he been doing that, and we had no reason to trust him in the playoffs. Coaching wise, I don't believe that Jacques Vaughn should have had Royce O'Neal take 5 3-pointers. I think it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? And Finney Smith, man, Joe Harris, Finney Smith, and Royce O'Neal. We don't get enough offensive production from them. But realistically, Royce O'Neal could stay because we get enough defense and everything else from him. But Finney Smith and Joe Harris, I say trade them. I was saying that before in the Milwaukee series, then we gave him a chance. But after what I seen tonight, trade him. I'm off Joe Harris. I'm off him. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm off that. I don't want to hear no more no conversation about keeping Joe Harris until next season. Trade him for a laundromat machine. I don't give two flying cows what you trade him for. But he's not playing good basketball for the Brooklyn Nets when we need him to show up. He could have hit one of those threes. We would have been in a better situation. Like that would have been 3 extra points to what we got now. That could have changed a lot of things, man. That's 9 points we missed, 9 crucial points. We lost by less than 9 points, man. Joe Harris and Finney Smith not being able to hit threes affects us in more than one way. It affects Dinwiddie's game too because now Dinwiddie doesn't really have a threat to facilitate the ball like he would because the guys he got on the wing not hitting their threes. You talking about Joe Harris, Royce? I'm talking about Joe Harris, Royce O'Neal, and Finney Smith. Between all three of them, they shot 2 for 12. That's not a threat. The teams are going to make sure they clog the paint and make sure you don't, you know what I'm saying, score in the paint. You know what I mean? Shout out to Nick Claxton. He played his heart out. I wish he didn't get that tech at the end. I still feel like it was childish. Like that was a weak ass tech. I don't like what the refs did tonight. I thought it was terrible. I don't like that. I don't like a lot of shit that happened tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I'm vexed to keep it real with you. Shout out to Leaf. We in the building. About to throw the link in the chat. Just want to get some shit off my chest, man. Yo, realistically, I'm vexed, man. I'm vexed because this was a very winnable game, and Cam Thomas didn't get his just due. You giving him 11 minutes out of 3 games. When you break that down, you gave him 3 minutes per game, and you gave him 11 minutes in one game. That's not good enough coaching. We're not going to win ball games like that. We stuck with it the way that you wanted to do it from the trade deadline, Jacques Vaughn, and we were 13 and 15 out of 28 games. That's less than 500. We are 0-3 versus Philly. We are 0-7 versus Philly this season. 0-3 versus Philly in the playoffs. I got nothing to be happy about. I am vexed right now. Word, but yeah, man. I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. I see you, Leaf. Um, it's late, man. I ain't even know nobody was gonna pull up. But yeah, man. It ain't shit funny, man. Just the ain't shit funny recap, and that's what it is, man. You could find me on IG. Go to IG, and you know what I'm saying, go to my inbox, and we can do it like that. Yeah, I'll do an interview on your show. I'm cool with that. Shout out to you. Shout out to T Sweetie. Yo, what up, Leaf?
You damn right ain't shit funny, man. And I'm mad because it's low key 420 and I quit
Yeah,
smoking like a couple years ago. I had to stop messing with that bullshit. And
right.
I ain't got nothing to drink up in here, man. And I ain't one of them alky niggas, man. I kind of stopped messing with that bullshit because I drive too much now. But
Okay.
anyhow, bruh,
Tonight would have been one of them nights.
yo, listen. It was just the game was literally about to get out of control because with all of the flopping that was going on from their side with Joel was hitting the floor more than AI in his
Right.
prime and some shit like he was just laying on his back trying to give antics and all of this stuff, kicking
Hmm.
dudes, man, like they down. I ain't gonna lie, Clax was kind of showing him up a bit, man. Like and then he made a silly decision, silly 24-year-old decision, man, and got himself thrown out the game. I didn't think the James Harden ejection was a little bit questionable because I'm like, yo, if they gonna get him for that, they might as well get Joel for what he did when he was
Yeah,
on the ground.
exactly. He
Uh,
kicked him in. Yo, my thing is the Joel
like he
Embiid.
had a chance to look and think about it and then kick them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
That part, the
yeah,
intentional side of it.
yeah,
And I
the
think
intentional side of it. Yeah,
I seen the James Harden interview, post game interview, and he was like, yo, I made a basketball move, you know what I mean? Like I guess he has a point more than Joel Embiid has a point.
yes,
Joel Embiid wasn't in no danger. Now we could contrast what happened with Nick Claxton and Joel Embiid to Sabonis and Draymond Green. Now the
right,
whole situation with Claxton and Embiid, it wasn't. First off, Sabonis wasn't the aggressor.
right.
He might have, it's physical, so you might have get your foot out of
Right,
here.
because
That type of thing.
when you land and you land by a foot, the first thing you thinking is, yo, I need to cover my face just in case somebody moved the wrong way and stepped me in the face. He just so happened to have his arm around his leg, and then Draymond just thinking, all right, yo, I got my leg grabbed one time already. All right, yo, know what? Boom. So he had time to like think about it in within the before the act because the thing is he already had said that yo, this is the second time in 2 nights. So it happened before. So like I'm guessing like he grabbed your leg, you was gonna flop and like give up something. Yo, you just grabbed my leg, yo, ref, you ain't see that. And then he wasn't banking like Draymond wasn't looking forward to that. Draymond was looking forward to an antic, and realistically, me personally, I think the whole thing was a setup. That was Mike Brown knowing their whole coaching staff and their whole setup, and knowing how Draymond reacts and everything. And he got him. He fell for it. I mean, obviously they won. I think they won Game 3 tonight. In the game, I was watching a little bit of that on Big Eye Spy page because Big Eye Spy Sacramento Kings fan. So I was watching a little bit of that. But getting back to our game, man, yo, it. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you, Breeze, and I said it for a reason. I do not like the ball in Spencer Dinwiddie hands down the stretch.
Talk your shit, man. I ain't even
I,
gonna hold you, man. Go ahead, talk your shit.
and tonight was a big reason why. Yo, Twin was killing shit for us tonight. Twin was murdering for us tonight, bro. Like
Yeah,
Twin had himself a game, and he was a big reason why we were still in the game. I mean, of course, Mikal was staying aggressive. I mean, he shot 9 for 26, but he was still staying aggressive. He was still trying to get to the closest spots, to the money spots. You know what I'm saying? He was the only one realistically attacking. Dinwiddie was dribbling the air out of the ball and making that same spin pass to Royce. And I'm looking like, yo, we not. And as the fourth quarter was going on, and once Clax got kicked out, because Clax was playing a good game too, man, and Clax got kicked out, and
that
then the
was foul.
decision, yeah,
That was
Clax got kicked out for flexing again because he already had a tech, and then he got kicked out again. I was just looking. I'm like, yo, we not gonna win this game. And I said, and they was because we're gonna have to give the ball to Dinwiddie down the stretch. Because when we had Clax in the game, and he was basically running a motion offense off the screen and doing the give and goes, it was working because that's how Mikal was getting his dribble drives. That's how his give and goes,
Yeah,
dribble drive. That's how
yeah.
Cam
I see some of those give and goes with Claxton and McCall. I
Caston
like it.
McHale and Claxton Cam because Cam was getting mismatches that he won. He was starting to get in his groove and get comfortable. He was hitting middies, he was hitting threes. He was going to the basket. He tried to cram on Joel a couple of times, and Dinwiddie Dinwiddie was just the odd man out. It's like, all right, yo, you ain't getting the ball. And when they was
Yeah.
getting the ball, when those three was working, Claxton Cam and Claxton McHale, it was working. We did see a Cam Thomas sighting tonight.
Nah, I
Um,
ain't happy, man. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Like I hear everything you saying, but at the end of the day, watching these 28 games, we were 13 and 15, and they tried to show the world that we can win without Cam Thomas. It's a bold-faced lie. We would have been at least 18 and 10 if he was in the starting lineup for the.
definitely. I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you tenfold. But it's something that happened tonight, and I don't know why Cam Thomas just got in the game just now tonight. He scored when he was in the game too, and he gave us a little bit of a push because we once we got the league in the third quarter, that was just something that we needed, and then well we got out to that lead, and we was holding league from majority of the game, and then all the other shit that had happened in between, and then Maxi, I'm like, all right, bro, listen. There's a reason why I didn't want the ball in Dinwiddie's hands down the stretch, and I told
Yo,
you
man.
repeatedly.
Yo, bro. I'm gonna keep it all the way green, bro. Dinwiddie's a cancer, bro. Yo, this dude. Yo,
Then
let me. Let me.
Dinwiddie's an off guard for real, bro. I've been told people like he's not a lead guard.
This is the thing, bro. That little run we went on to start the third,
Right.
the ball was in the hands of the right guys. It was Mikal taking
Mm,
charge. It was Cam taking
Cam,
charge,
and then
and
Claxton was feeding them off the give and
yeah, and
goes.
then Jack Vaughn he sat down Dinwiddie.
Right.
Oh well, before that, sat down Dinwiddie brought in Cam Thomas, and I love that lineup. It was the twins, him, Clax,
I
and
think it
someone
was
else. I forgot who it
Finney. I
was.
think it was Finney or Finney Smith and
Yeah, yeah, and they were flowing. That's what started
yeah.
the engine. So when they started the third and they went on the run, this dude Jack Vaughn puts in Joe Harris and messed up the entire flow and Royce
Yep.
O'Neal.
He
Like, bro,
shot
why are
0
you
for
getting away
4
from
and
what's
did not
working?
make. He tried to give him threes. He had shot after shot after shot, almost 4 out of the next 5 offensive possessions, and did not hit nothing. And I said that I'm like, yo, bro, something. This is not going good. And I get it now. You trying something. You should have been trying this stuff the game before. Game one, okay, all right, yo, we got an ass beat. That's fine. Well, they hit 20 something threes. Game two is where you're supposed to try the stuff and try to see because the thing is you can't try it at home when we need a game and we down 2-0. You gotta try it when we down 1-0 and see what you could and see what you could do from there. You can't try it in a game that we need. We need this game. We don't win this game, we go down 3-0, and that's exactly what happened. And I've
And
said it
that's the thing.
repeatedly.
We play good enough defense to reward us a win, bro. Like the effort was there from everybody.
Yes.
And it's like I always say with Dinwiddie, bro, this dude's ego, man. You shouldn't be doing all those things you're doing in the fourth with less than 3 minutes left. The ball goes to McCall, bro. He's the guy you got to give the ball to. Stop doing that
Dribbling
ego
the
shit.
air out of the ball
Yo, even
and
Reggie Miller was like, I think he took there was Elephant Hunt and they took Embiid was the top of the key. And
mhm.
Reggie Miller was like, yo, like pass the ball, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, pass the
Right.
ball, cook. And you see Mikal with his hands up, like, yo, bro, I'm right here, bro. And
I,
some was just dribbling and doing like stupid floaters. And I'm like, ah man, this that's it. It's over, bro. I don't want him on
yeah,
the
but
team.
I'm gonna get going in this. I'm gonna get going right after this. I'm gonna make one more point and for referral. But after tonight and looking at what we was being given, Joel was playing hurt most of the night anyway.
Yeah.
And he only had Bobby maybe 12, I think 12, maybe 14 points. Maxie had finished the job off in the fourth quarter, whatever. After our mishaps and our bundles and our fumbles and all of that, and the defense definitely played great enough to keep us in the game and to have us make a strike at winning the game and definitely make that path. But I'm looking forward. Listen, as of right now, I'm looking forward to next year. Me personally, I think the NBA should cancel Game 4. Don't even play that shit. Just simulate the shit. Just get these niggas in the next round. We don't need to show up because that's what it's gonna be when we come back. In Brooklyn, Game 4 on Saturday, man. Like, yo, Breeze. Listen, you fan band forever, but listen, I've been told you, and you had to hear it from me, and now it's been shown. Spencer Dinwiddie is not no lead guard, man. Listen,
Yeah.
I love y'all, man, and we gonna chop it up again, man, soon. But right now, I gotta charge the fit on, man. Like, yo, y'all stay safe, man. We gonna be all right, man. Listen, next season, man, we gonna be here.
You already know, man. I'm gonna be in the chat right here.
Brooklyn fan band, man. I'm out of here. Stand up, man.
Appreciate you, yo. Shout out to my guy Leaf, man. Where? Hold on. Yeah, yo, shout out to Iceman. I don't know where you went, but shout out to you, bro. Yeah, man, I agree with a lot of that. And to be honest with you, as much as I want to defend Dinwiddie, I can't. And making better decisions, I kind of agree with a lot of what y'all said. I really feel like Dinwiddie did too much tonight. You know what I mean? He didn't play his game, and I contribute some of that to Joe Harrison, Finney Smith not hitting their threes. He can't rely on them to hit their threes. So when Dinwiddie is making his move on the ISO situation, they not threats. So the defense should cheat and play Dinwiddie on a double or make it hard for him to get to the paint, to the basket. So I put a lot of this on Joe Harris and Royce and not Royce O'Neal, Finney Smith. I put the coaching. Royce O'Neal, I don't put that on him. I put that more on the coaching because Royce O'Neal, he's a dog. He's gonna give you his best, and he ain't always on the offensive side of the ball. And I don't like how Jacque Vaughn got him out there playing big minutes with 7 shots. I think Cam Thomas should have got more shots than Royce O'Neal. You could have gave Cam Thomas these extra 3 shots and minutes. He should have played 15 minutes. And I see, you want Joey to get hot at home, so I ain't entirely mad. But Joey missed those 3, and he didn't get it in again. But Cam Thomas, you didn't put him in again, and you let the offense rely on Dinwiddie, Bridges, and Cam Johnson. And even Finney Smith taking 4 3-pointers, they were costly. You know what I'm saying? And we lost Nick Claxton in the fourth quarter. That hurt us. It was 8 minutes left. I seen that. I was like, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I'm gonna probably do a longer stream later tomorrow. I just wanted to pull up tonight, do my due diligence, and like I said I would, but it was a tough watch, man, because I see where we could have pulled away a few times, and we took 3-pointers instead of attacking the basket. Listen, what I don't like about the Brooklyn Nets or today's NBA sometimes is that they act like the 3-pointer is a 10-pointer. It's a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer. It's a 1-point difference. It's not like it's a 5-point difference or even a 3-point difference. Well, to better said, a 5-point difference. It's not a 5-point difference or a 10-point difference. It's a 2-pointer and a 3-pointer. It's not like a 1-pointer and a 5-pointer. Excuse me. Some of those threes can be 2s. I said all that to say that. Some of them threes could be 2s. We had 79 shots, 30 of them threes. I still seen a lot of times we could have attacked the basket. As a fan, I want Jacque Vaughn to be a better coach. I ain't gonna hold you. I could have seen better than what I seen. That was that was underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? Not playing Cam Thomas for 2 games and then only giving him 11 minutes. You put mad pressure on him to perform. And he shoot 50%. Who else shot 50%? Nobody. Well, Cam Johnson, and he had a good game. So if Cam Johnson could shoot 50% and play 44 minutes, I think that Cam Thomas should be able to play at least 22 minutes and take 12 shots. Facts. The way Jacque Vaughn handled Cam Thomas in this starting lineup in the rotation period, all of the DNPs, not backing him in post-game interviews, making it seem like he doesn't have an impact on winning and then smiling through it, was detrimental to the relationship going forward with Cam Thomas, between Jacque Vaughn and Cam Thomas. Not only that, it was detrimental to the Brooklyn Nets winning. You can't tell me that you rather have Finney Smith more than Cam Thomas at your 2 guard. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. And that's part of the reason why we're in the situation we're in right now. It's because of that. So again, man, I don't want to be long-winded, man. I'm gonna pull back up. But for now, listen, man, this is a tough loss, man. It's gonna take me a while to get over this. I seen an interview with Nick Claxton in the post-game interview, and you know, he owned what he did, and he did say it was confusion, and you know how Embiid didn't get kicked out, ejected because of his action. And he also said, you know, we not trying to get swept like we did in Boston. So we you know, the next game we trying to win. So I can see we still got some fight in it. I could still see we got some fight in us to, you know, actually get a win. Just to win. We just want to win. You know, if we was talking about winning the series, 147-0 is the record when a team is down 3-0. Those are the odds, be that as it may. So that's what we up against, man. You know, and I feel like the best thing for us to do is just stay focused. Stay focused, man. Hold your head. Hopefully we could get this one win and we'll take it from there. I'm trying to do a pre-cap. And I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. It's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. Nets fans is the best fans. Y'all know that. And have a good night, man. Peace.
Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y.